everybody, it's Lori with Main Street Gardener and welcome to my garden. So I don't know about you, but in my garden right now, I've got some things I need to address as far as some slugs, potential earwigs, and I need to fertilize my annuals. I also have this gorgeous trellis back here. It's got an amazing trumpet hummingbird vine on it, but it needs a haircut. So those are some of the few things that I'm going to try to get done today, and I thought I'd bring you along. I am going to use the Proven Winners water soluble fertilizer. I use this on all my annuals, so I'll show you how I knock that out. And then today I'm actually going to apply some Sluggo. I have the Sluggo Plus. I got this off Amazon. I highly recommend it. If you garden, probably anywhere in the US, you may have slugs and then earwigs. We get earwigs really bad and they love to attack the dahlias. So we're gonna put this out today. And then I'm gonna use this incredible little cheap, very cheap hedger that I got. It's by Snap Fresh. And it's just gonna make quick work of trimming that hedge, at least that trellis hedge. At least I hope it will. So I'm gonna get these containers filled up. I'll show you my quick, simple, easy process for fertilizing. I like to knock it out early in the week and just get it done. And then we'll attack these other areas. So I hope you'll join me. Let's go get into the garden. So we'll get started first with fertilizing all the annuals. So I mix 1 scoop of the fertilizer in with a gallon of water. Now, as the summer progresses, you can do up to 2 scoops. You're not going to burn your plants. This is a really gentle but effective fertilizer. Now, if you have annuals in the ground, you can also use it there. I only plant annuals in containers at least for this year. Now up here at my floral studio, I do have the red verbena and some begonias that probably would like a little fertilizer. The coleus really don't need it. So this is all the coleus, and you can tell it's just taken over this container, which is great. But I do have this red verbena, and so I'm just gonna kind of tuck in here. And you definitely want to fertilize it. It will perform so much better. And then I'll just give the other a little bit of a foliar, but really soak in that verbena. The sunflowers do not need it. And again, right here, and then right here, I have geraniums, and then I have begonia. And really, I find geraniums they don't mind this fertilizer at all. I think it's good for them. This also gives me a chance to deadhead. So I'm gonna do that while I'm here. So we're just gonna get all of this container. This is a tower container. I did a video about it, so if you haven't seen that, I used 2 terracotta pots, just stacked them, and I'm really enjoying having the height. Okay, so I think that does it for this area. I've got 1 more container to do, and then we're gonna move on to my second maintenance item for today. So that didn't even take maybe 10 minutes. So it's a really quick process, but it's super important. So next on my list today is to address the cute little slugs that love dahlias especially. Now there may be other things in your garden that they love, but I know they love like containers where it's shady and underneath containers, but they also love underneath the dahlias, and then they'll come up, especially at night, and they'll eat, and you'll have little holes in your dahlias. So my remedy for that is Sluggo, and Sluggo Plus is even better because it tackles earwigs and cutworms, sow bugs, pill bugs, all those little things that love to just eat your foliage. Now, the other thing about it is they can eat away a plant, especially a baby plant. They also love the blooms. So it's better to attack it before you start getting tons of blooms so that you have your blooms and they don't go away. So I got a brand new container. I can't usually find it local. It sells out. So I just get it on Amazon. It's in my gardening link in the description if you haven't ever ordered it. So it's just a little granule. It kind of looks like, I don't know, just some kind of granule. And what's great is it has a sprinkle top. And I just sprinkle it around the plant. So let's get started and I'll show you. Okay, so here is a great example where I'm getting bug pressure eating the bottom of the leaves, but there's also holes all up and down. So I don't want my dahlia damaged. So what I'm gonna do, kind of pull back the mulch a little, and all you have to do is sprinkle the granules around the plant. And that's usually enough. I just sprinkle it kind of like you would sugar toppings on a cupcake. Now, in addition to adding Sluggo where you see damage, I also am going to be preventative. So around this container, it is full of dahlias and lots of other annuals. It's also a nice shaded area that the slugs might find. So I want to go ahead and be preventative, and so I'm adding a ton of Sluggo right now. I'm not sure that this will be their favorite space to hang out, but I'm just going to be preventative and make sure that these plants are not getting eaten up. Okay, everybody, so we've gotten so many maintenance things done. It's starting to warm up and I need to tackle this trumpet vine before, this is a honeysuckle trumpet, before it gets too hot today. So I'm gonna get my ladder and I'm gonna show you my easy tool, and we're gonna cut away. I'm also gonna get a tarp, so hopefully I don't make too much of a mess. So let's get this done and I'll show you the final product. Okay, everybody, that's gonna do it for today. The gnats have come out. I don't know why we're having such bad gnats this year. We're surrounded by farms, so I don't know if it's something that they're putting on the ground. I sure hope not, but I think this is where I'm gonna stop with this. I stopped once and then I came back and felt like this side was still too heavy. Now, I left a lot of this fluff on the side because it is growing down, which is what I want. I want to fill in the gaps along the side so that the side is just as strong. Most of the branching, you can see the branching goes up, and then I want to fill in on this side, and then of course I want those big pieces to grow over. So we will continue to manage her and check on her progress, and hopefully get some growth on this side this year. I'll get my husband to come out with the big ladder as soon as these shoots get a little longer, and we may even tie them down so they'll continue to grow down this side. So it felt so good to get these 3 maintenance projects done today, but the gnats have come out. So thankfully, my mom had given me her gnat, it's got a net on it, hat, and it really works. The only problem is you can't see out of it very good. So I wouldn't use it if I was trimming or it's even hard to plant in. But garden cleanup, it works just great. Now I am saving some of these branches. I have a garden friend who wants to see if she can propagate them, and then she is going to grow this along it's like an old clothesline, and I think it's gonna be really fun in her garden space. So I'm just gonna get all wrapped up, clean up the garden, and I really love how the trellis turned out. Now I could have trimmed the top, as I mentioned, that I really want it to continue growing over. I may trim it later in the season, but I think I got what I wanted done today, at least the area that you walk under, and I just think it looks beautiful. So thanks for watching. I hope these maintenance tips were helpful. Be sure to get your Sluggo and fertilize those annuals. Thanks, everybody.